Hi, I'm Inga Truscott. On behalf of my team at Fortune Events, I am so excited to be here with my great friend Don Tolman in Perth as we kick off the first of our awesome round of events right across Australia. Hey Don, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Inga. Good to be here.
So for those who haven't yet heard you, can you just talk quickly about what you call the revolutions and why self-care and self-education is so important to you?
You know, it's been awesome working with you and Fortune Events and going out across Australia. We've helped thousands and thousands of people regain their health and begin to understand a new form of learning. When it comes to self-care and understanding why we need to wake up and be a little more conscious and begin to walk away from such loads of medical and pharmaceutical indoctrination and materials inside our body, they're actually toxic. There's 561,000 patented toxic, poisonous drugs administered and handed out by most doctors to their consumer patients like they're Halloween candy or something. When it comes to self-education, it's time that factory schooling dies and goes away. Educational scientists have known for quite a while that when a child is academically indoctrinated by being forced to learn pre-selected answers to put in blanks on exams, that's not a true education, and it can shatter most children. Rote, chant, memorization of pre-selected answers to stick in blanks on exams in order to get a grade. I'm sorry, but that is not education. Education means a deepening of insight. Chant learning pre-selected answers to stick in blanks on the exams is ultimately meaningless.
So let's take health for a moment and let's just talk about this thing called cancer. Everybody knows somebody whose lives have been impacted by cancer. Why is cancer on the rise? And do you think we'll ever find a cure for cancer?
I don't think we'll ever find a cure for cancer. They've been trying since 1908, full on for the last 47 years. They've spent over $3 trillion just in the United States developing weapons of war in the fight against cancer. We went from 1 in 8,000 being diagnosed as having cancer in 1908. After 47 years of fighting it, it's now 1 in 3 are diagnosed and die from cancer. And in fact, the truth is people don't even die of cancer. They die of the treatment of cancer. Not once has there ever been a single cure for any cancers. Not one. In fact, we went from one cancer to several dozen different kinds of cancers, we are told.
Now, the media has been in a frenzy recently about swine flu. What's the big deal? Tell us what's really going on with swine flu.
Everyone's just pigging out over fear. And that's what the media feeds on. Flu, flu, flu. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Look at the symptoms. What? Someone gets nausea? Someone gets diarrhea? Someone has a headache? Those symptoms fit over 10,000 different legally defined diseases. Swine flu is a joke. It's a scam. It's a money-making feeding machine. The wealthiest industry on the face of this earth, bar none, is the pharmaceutical industry. They are the wealthiest. They buy off politicians, lobbyists, governments. They decide the policy of health care.
So Don, the burning question, when it comes to health, what's the one thing that you want people to know above all else?
Health comes of a happy heart. The things that make us happy is clean air and fresh water and sunshine and walking and whole fresh foods and good relationships and having something to be passionate about. Those are the things we need to embrace.
So when it comes to children, what is it about school that snuffs out much of their creativity? I mean, I'm a mum of 3, and it's pretty frustrating at times.
The whole idea about how the brain actually functions and works is that it's all based on the senses taking in information and then the imagination working with that information and coming up with solutions and comprehension and understanding. That leads to creativity, inventiveness, to the arts, to crafts. The thing about academic indoctrination of just rote learning pre-selected answers to stick on blanks to get a grade, that is not scholastic skill. That's academia. Academics means trivia. We're forcing our kids to learn trivia, and we try to act like it's this big, profound achievement. It's not.
So how can young people and adults get back on track if they feel they're not achieving everything in life that they want to achieve?
That's one of the reasons that I've put together this thing that I call Boot Camp for Brains. It's a 2.5-day infusion of nuggets of wisdom that have been handed down through time. Whatever your dreams, to make them reality using your imagination at its highest level. And so that's why I've put together what I call a boot camp for brains. We're in an age that has been called the age of imagination, and it's time that we begin to honor it.
Okay, so Don, you'll be back in Australia for your boot camps July, August and November. We're just so excited again. I'm just so grateful to be able to spend this time with you, and I'm looking forward to an awesome week around Australia, touring and sharing the messages. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, Inga, and I look forward to seeing you.